MegaShaun. Star Wars, The Force Awakens, finally is here and upon us. An epic film. Or is it? But no, it's clearly an epic film. People have been waiting on this movie for years, waiting in line. They got lightsabers, they got Vader masks, they got toys, and they got Legos, everything, all for this one particular franchise. Now, in regards to The Force Awakens, in my opinion, it was a good movie. I'm, never too high or too low when it comes to the Star Wars franchise. I respect it for what it is. I have my own feelings in regards to Darth Vader and having the voice of James Earl, but that's neither here nor there. We'll get to Daisy Ridley, who plays the female lead, very talented young lady. I enjoyed her character. I look forward to seeing more of her in the future. We have John Boyega. If you haven't seen him before, he was in Attack the Block. A bunch of Martians come to the hood, and then it goes from there. Very, very, very talented. He seemed to be the comic relief, and I don't know if that was just more of a Disney idea or just, with Abrams' style, because Abrams always does have, a level of comedy to all of his, whether you're looking at Star Trek or this. Obviously, you have, Harrison Ford. The majority of the crew is back from the older projects, and I think everyone did well. The chemistry was there with Han and Leia. I definitely, feel that this BB-8, I believe his name was, that's who stole the show. How, especially for kids, which I would assume that would be his main purpose, because how all these young girls are crying about Elsa from Frozen. I can see young ladies and young boys across the board wanting BB-8 plush toys or remote control BB-8s, whatever the case may be. But that bot seemed to have stole the show, and rightfully so. Had the most emotion in the movie. Not saying that anybody else lacked it, but out of all the characters in the movie, I was drawn to the bot more, which is very silly now that I think about it, but that's what it was. Good old Kylo Ren. About him, if ever, this is what I've come down to realize, that the majority of people on the dark side are just very sensitive, weak-minded men with daddy issues. Now, I won't get into whom this young fella has daddy issues with, but he's clearly got some daddy issues. And if anybody was to go into a Jedi school and slaughter a bunch of children, he would be that type of guy. And you could tell by the buzzing of his lightsaber. Completely unstable. Completely unstable. But this is nothing you wouldn't have known from seeing the trailer and seeing that pulsating lightsaber that he had. But definitely, I enjoyed fight scenes. The combat was what it was, very epic. Everything's very big. You got lightsabers, you've got phasers. You've got the usual stuff that you see. Nothing insane. Even though the death machine that they had built was pretty amazing. I was like, how does something draw such power? Star Killer. That's exactly what it was. It was a Star Killer, but it was a base at the same time. So it was epic and colossal. And you talking about a world ender, just like that. I thought that thing from, what it actually reminded me of? It reminded me of Star Trek, when they dropped that little red mercury, whatever it was, into the planet and it swallowed it up. This is like that times 12, just to let you know the level of devastation this thing brings. But there's nothing bad I could really say about it. It's consistent with the franchise. That's what I can say. So if you're a Star Wars fan and you're a fanatic, you're going to love this movie. If you're someone who's going, to introduce your kids, to Star Wars, you'll enjoy it. They'll love it. And if you're somebody who was just, going to catch a movie, it's definitely a solid way to spend 2 hours. So, be sure to continue to tune in to Movies with MegaShaun. We got top 5. We got this week so far. We got Game back. Happy holidays to you. Go get your lightsabers. Go get some ale. And go have a good time. Movies with MegaShaun. Good night.
Culture Junkies!